I'm Andrew Stuart, strength conditioning coach with US Speedskating, and today we're going to talk about how to warm up. It's a very simple concept, but sometimes what we find with some of our skaters and our younger skaters is they don't quite know how to warm up. They don't know the process and the flow of it. So the easiest way that I can explain this is it's almost like a stair step, right? So each step builds onto the next, until you get to your ice session, right? So the first step is general prep. That's heart rate and blood flow. So that's something simple as jog, bike, do some simple skips, crossovers, things of that nature, general movements. Just something to get the blood flowing, get the tissue warm. Next, calisthenics. So something that's as simple as lunging forward, backwards, hip side bends, hip rotations, flexion extension of the hips, leg swings, simple movements, multiple different directions, in general in nature. Next is core training. So this is not just crunches, this is not just a bunch of sit-ups, a bunch of side sit-ups or side crunches, or leg flutter kicks. This is things that are geared towards stability. It's geared towards priming and bracing the core, front and back. And then lastly, dynamic warm-up, right? So your typical dynamic warm-up, walking movements, full range of motion, general in nature, okay? The next step, and that builds on top of those general prep movements, is specific prep, and that is determined by the type of the ice session or the dry land session that you have. So you can move into power speed drills to work on sprinting technique. You can move into plyometrics, bounds, vertical jumps, medicine ball throws as well. And then you could also run into sprints, just depending on what the session is. The next step to that, to build off of that even more, is your specific skill step. And in that step, really we're looking for dry land specific drills and skills. So this could be your belts, your cables, your slide board, anything that you need to work on the actual skill before you step foot on the ice, right? This is just a simple, easy kind of method to think about when you're trying to warm up. Again, you start general and then you work your way up to ice, okay? In other videos coming down the road, I'll end up going through each one of these different phases, and I'll show you how I kind of program that out for the national teams.